Science Kids presents all about DNA and RNA. This week on the Science Kids, we are going to be talking about DNA and RNA. You might have some questions like, what even is DNA? How does DNA replicate? Or why is it so important? Why do I care? Well, we're going to be telling you about this and more. We will begin by talking about the roles in DNA, and then the structure and how they're related. Then we'll go into enzymes and pieces of the structure and how this affects other things in DNA. And then we will go into the central dogma. This is what the basic structure of DNA looks like. The black outline, or the backbone, holds the structure together. The red lines in the middle are called adenine, or A for short. The blue lines are called guanine, or G for short. The green lines are called cytosine, or C for short. And the orange are thymine, or T for short. The arrows being drawn are to indicate where on the DNA structure these things go. Now, let's go a little bit more in depth. The black outline is still the backbone of the DNA structure. The green is still C for cytosine. The blue is still G for guanine. The red is still A for adenine. And the orange is still T for thymine. These four letters are considered our nitrogenous bases. These nitrogenous bases go in pairs, such as G and C and A and T. I remember this by saying G and C are a good couple. G and C also have 3 hydrogen bonds, unlike A and T who only have 2. The hydrogen bonds are being represented by the dots that look like they are connecting each together. Now, like I said before, we are going to get more in depth about what the backbone is made of, since this does hold the entire structure for DNA together. It matters a lot. The green circle is called the phosphate. Phosphate makes up nucleic acids like DNA and RNA. It acts as energy carriers and provides energy for our moving muscles. This is deoxyribose, or sugar. In RNA, this is just called ribose, so don't get them mixed up. Now we will talk about DNA and how it replicates and what helps it replicate. So we have the 4 enzymes: helicase, primase, DNA polymerase, and ligase. This is the DNA helicase. It unzips the DNA. This is the DNA primase. It builds prime along the parent strand to get it ready for the DNA polymerase. This is the DNA polymerase. It adds daughter nucleotides to the parent DNA strand. That is the ligase. It repairs or zips up the DNA, making 2 daughter strands. Every time DNA replicates, there will be a leading strand and a lagging strand. You can tell which is which because the lagging strand is broken up into pieces. Okazaki fragments are newly synthesized DNA fragments. This into the central dogma. You might be wondering, what is the central dogma? Central dogma provides basic framework of how genetic information flows from DNA sequence to protein product inside cells. As you can see, from DNA, we transcript this into RNA. From there, we translate RNA into amino acids, changing it. Acids, we go straight to the enzymes, the ones we just talked about. They do all the work for us. That's all on this week on the Science Kids. I hope this video helped you learn more about DNA and RNA and how they are related, and the sequence and different enzymes that go with them. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask. Make sure you tune in next time on The Science Kids.
It says a bad word underneath here.
What does it say?
The B word.